you got a sword, buy a garment and get one. If you don't got a sword, sell your garment and buy one.
Oh, where we at?
We at the gun range right now. I was about to not only get their mind right, but get their aim right, and get your soul right too.
Boy ready. Boy ready, Hey, boy ready. Oh. Spartans, Esau hunts for sport. This is his blessing. So we gotta try to tap into that realm. Esau hunts for sport. This is his blessing. So we gotta try to tap into that realm. I mean, why are they gonna make another video about you,
No, Yahweh said, sell your garment and buy a sword. And then they found 2 swords, and Yahweh said that's enough. So it's 4 of us. So 2 swords apiece. 2 guns up, man. 2 guns up.
So the pull-up boys pulling up to the range. I left my receipt. So what we doing out here, Mike Island?
Huh?
What we doing out here?
We're about to bust off some rounds here, and
what rounds we letting off today?
we're letting off that AR. We're letting off 40 cal and a 9mm.
Okay, come.
I want to say all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, enough respect to the brothers teaching the truth all over the earth. This lesson is going to be entitled Esau, Rogue Israelites, Agents, and Demonization. And it's basically a part 2 to a lesson that I did last night. Now in the first lesson, it was entitled Hebrew Israelites. Esau is ready to demonize and persecute. Are you ready? And immediately upon uploading that video to Street Teacher SEO4 page, within the first hour, the video was taken down by YouTube. They blocked it. Alright? They blocked it for having images of slavery and hangings and lynchings inside of that video. But they only blocked it from one page. They blocked it from the Street Teacher SEO page. So I took the video down, or they blocked it rather, and I re-edited it. Took that 3-minute clip out, and I put up a alternate version on this channel. Right? That's the first thing that happened. Now on the Bible Teacher SC page, they allowed that same video, the full version, to stay up on that channel. As you can see here, it's 47 minutes and 54 seconds. The clean version, or the alternate version, was 44 minutes. Why did YouTube allow this video to be up on this page, but on the other page they deleted it? And also the same clips that was inside of that video is on this live stream video here on both channels, and they didn't touch it, which led me to think that there was some activity going on. There was a lot of agent activity. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about on this channel. And within the first hour of me putting the video up, what's this? Within the first hour of me putting the video up, I immediately began to get comments on the comment board from somebody who was pretending to be from Zabak's camp. It was the same guy coming back over and over. This is some of the things they were saying. Now you can tell by the names that this person is not an Israelite. And I want to show you one here entitled Slave Master, and they kept saying the same stuff. They said this bitch ass nigga can't afford to leave his small town. That's why he hates other camps, GMS or pedophile, right? This person, Mr. 4K Need Teeth, obviously an agent name, just like Slave Master. He says fuckboy camp, can't afford to leave your small town to teach, LOL. And this person came back about 10 or 15 times in different accounts. Each account, each name more stupid than the next. He had one that was called fat ass such and such, and he just kept saying, I'm in Los Angeles, I'll whoop your ass, this, that, just making threats. Another time the person came back and said, I forget what they call themselves, coons and coonery, something to that effect, and then did this over 15 times. And I'm just wondering, like, the first comment was a guy saying, why did I put the video up? It was a bot camp, they putting in work, the House of Israel putting in work, GMS is jealous of them, you know, just different stuff. And I'm like wondering to myself, why are these guys saying this? I mentioned nothing about Zabak, nothing about the House of Israel in that video. I never mentioned them guys one time. So I was sitting there wondering what was going on. Why was, you know, obviously it was agents that was doing that. And they're pushing the narrative. They keep saying, GMS, your elders want to rape young girls. They keep saying, you can't afford to leave your small town. Just different stuff. They're making threats. I'm going to come. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. If you was out here in the West Coast, we will fight. Just different stuff. Needless to say, all those comments were taken down. I kept blocking the person, and they kept coming back with new accounts. And I'm wondering, why is that happening? Then this morning, when I woke up, I watched a video from GMS Maccabean Spirit, the Elder Malcolm, and it was entitled CNN Caught Falsifying and Editing News About the Hebrew Israelites. Trump was right, they are fake. And I watched this video. I was reading some of the comments on the comment board, and there was a few people that was saying that these guys went to a firing range, right? That was suspicious. And that now they wound up a month later, and also the elder said in his video, now a month later, these are the same guys that wound up being shown on the news, CNN. So now I'm sitting there wondering to myself, like, that's kind of fishy. Then after I go a little bit further, it's come to our attention that this guy, whose name was Nathan Phillips, who the whole controversy started over, supposed to be a Native American elder, this guy is a paid actor, because he's in another video right here. You can see him, same dude. Look at this. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, but the sound is muted. Same guy. This dude is a paid actor. You see, look at the dude, a paid actor in a video. And I also learned about that on the comment board. Somebody said on the comment board that this guy was a paid actor. You see, so the whole thing is looking like a setup. So now you have. And also, when you go a little further, I looked up the video. These same dudes, the pull-up boys, HOI, right, at the shooting range in Las Vegas. Now, they made a 33-minute video about them being at a shooting range in Las Vegas. You see, and in the beginning of this video, this guy says, the sword is Esau's blessing. We need to tap into that realm. And then they began to try to justify themselves being at the shooting range by saying, Yahushua said, sell your garment and get a sword. Then he said, you should sell your garment and get a sword. Now this was uploaded December 29th, right? Not even a whole month ago. And now all of a sudden you see these guys, maybe not these three, but the same group, you know. And they also have it here, HOI. You see it all over the place. These same group of Israelites being mentioned. This is what the whole controversy was over. So you see this one. So to go back, these guys are being mentioned on CNN, right? You see this dude is a paid actor, and then he goes on the news and basically tries to say, you know, well, the black Israelites, you know, you seen the whole thing dealing with that. This guy's a paid actor, Nathan Phillips, all right. And right away on the comment board, what happened? You had different also on the comment board, you had guys saying that the natives are not Israelites. All the Israelites are black people. That native was the whole reason this whole thing happened. So you got all this stuff going on with Esau in the background, and then you see these guys from the shooting range are the ones that all the controversy is behind. To me, it looks fishy. I think these guys on the take. To me, I think they're agents. I think the whole thing was a setup. Okay, the whole thing is a setup. That's why I entitled it that. And Esau is behind this. These guys, and when you hear them out there teaching, what they were saying, some of the whether the media played some of the worst things that they could say, of course. But see, that's why we always say our whole thing is to teach the word. Why the hell was you out there, you know, at a rally anyway to begin with? You should have never been out there, you know. And you're gonna have many Israelites that run to their defense and say this and say that. But whenever we teach, y'all always say, why y'all in the hood? You're supposed to be teaching your people, right? But then when these niggas do it, they go up there and went up there to DC, out there trying to get attention. In my opinion, they're just trying to get attention. They should have been somewhere doing what Yahushua said. You should have been on the chief place of concourse, just teaching the word, looking for the elect. You wasn't out there looking for the elect. But anyway, the whole thing is, to me, looks like a setup. Of course, agents were monitoring my comment boards. They monitored video close. I showed proof. No Israelite is gonna name himself slave master. No Israelite is gonna name himself Mr. 4K need teeth. No Israelite is gonna name himself coons and coonery. Okay, that's all agent activity. But what are they doing? They're trying to keep division going, which we don't care about that, you know. But they're pushing that narrative, and they use guys. They use this dude. They use these guys, and you know, and then they used it on CNN. So just be aware, something is definitely up, and I just want to do a quick video about it. So let's go right here. The first thing, when you guys want to go to the shooting range and you say all that, you get in the ministry painted in a negative light. Some people will say, well, what's wrong with shooting guns? I saw on the comment boards, nothing wrong with shooting guns, but why do you need to upload it? Why do you need to upload it for mass consumption so people can demonize the truth? Why do you need to show it? You don't feel good enough knowing you went to the shooting range? You have to put it on a video? It's not even edifying. There's no scriptures coming out. Why would you put that up? You know, that's curious to me. So you can go to the shooting range. If you want to own a gun, do it. But do I need to know you own guns? Do I need to know you went to the shooting range? Of course not. No one needs to know that. You see? Now we're told in the scriptures in 2 Corinthians right here. I'm going to read it. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 1, it says, we then as workers together with him beseech you also that ye receive not the grace of the Most High in vain. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. And that's the whole point. Why the hell you showing up at a shooting range, and then not even a month later, you're the exact same group that's pictured and shown shouting out stuff at, you know, wherever it was in DC. You guys is out there. This whole thing is blowing up over there. To me, it looks like Esau first told you niggas to go to the shooting range, and then you was also on the video. They're showing them guys, and these guys didn't go to the shooting range like on they, you know, regular stuff. These niggas is out there with fringes on. Okay, they're out there with the full attire on, fringes, everything. And they keep saying, name dropping, saying over and over who they are, what kind of guns they got. They said 40 cal, right? They said AR-15, you know, and a couple of other guns that they talked about. They made sure to tell you what kind of guns they had. They made sure that they wore their fringes. They made sure to talk about what group they was, you know, and where they were. It's a setup. It's a setup. And a lot of you Israelites gonna try to say, oh, y'all just jealous, you just hate, whatever. You can say whatever you want to say. Don't make no difference. Doesn't take away from the fact. You know, you want us to not believe our own eyes. It's just fishy. There's no coincidences. We all know that. No coincidences happen. I'm trying to find the part where you can see these dude fringes, man. There it is. You can see them there. Why the hell you showing up at a shooting range? Why you gonna upload the video? Then on top of that, you in there with your fringes on. You know? And these dudes just proud, man. They're just proud. And it's ridiculous, man. It's disgusting. You know? It's really disgusting. But you know, you're going to have jakes that do that. And it's in the scriptures. You know? It's in the scriptures. You guys are demons. So the scriptures tell you that you should, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. The first thing they're going to do, they're going to dig up this footage of you at the shooting range. They're going to say, see, these guys are terrorists. This is 1 Thessalonians 5. And I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High in Yahushua concerning you. Quench not the spirit. Despise not prophesying. When you put a video up of yourself, you're supposed to be prophesying. What the hell we need to see a video for? You at the damn shooting range. Then a month later, not even a month later, you show up, the same group showing up at the White House or wherever the hell it was. You know, that's just not wise. And people said it on the comment board, of course. You know, people said it on the comment board. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And as we already know, this guy's an actor. So if you use paid actors, set up Israelites, then you pushed it with your media to make the whole thing explode. That's a classic Esau tactic. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying, prove all things, hold fast that which is good, abstain from all appearance of evil. When you go to the shooting range and you out there like assholes firing guns with your fringes on, right? That's not edifying. That's not edifying. And you look evil when you're doing it, because why? Look at this shit, man. Salakia. Try to get it to go. Look at this shit. Guys here with their fringes on at the goddamn shooting range like assholes, man. That's why we get upset. And then, like I said, you got people that pretending to be from Zabak's camp. And one dude does, you know, he said, "Oh, that's our camp. Why you put the video up?" As if this whole thing is about the house of Israel, you know, the camp. Like this whole thing is about Zabak's camp. And like I said, I never mentioned anything about Zabak or the house of Israel in the first video. Why the hell did these niggas get so mad about it? All of us gonna get demonized together. Why did you feel necessary, the ones that were sincere that came on the comment board trying to attack? It had nothing to do with regardless of what camp you was with. Esau don't give a shit. But it's neither here nor there now. So the Most High commanded that you abstain from all appearance of evil, right? And then when you guys go and you say Yahushua said you should get a sword, well, this is what he said. Matthew 26 and verse 50. We'll start at verse 51. I started 50. And Yahushua said unto him, "Friend, wherefore art thou come?" Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him, and behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. Then said Yahushua unto him, "Put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword." See, these niggas leave scriptures like that out when they go into they rant about, "Oh, Yahushua said you should get a sword." You know, and like I said, these guys, you know, they name dropping. They got their fringes on. They made sure to say what guns they had and where they were. You know, but they didn't leave. They left that part out where Yahushua said, "For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword." See, going on, Revelation 13 and 9, 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And then we always read that, right? Real quick here, another scripture. 1 Peter 5 and 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." And as I went into the lesson last night, devour means to swallow you up, right? To take you in mischief. And when these guys, when you see this, you know, they're not operating wise, because obviously it's a setup. There's too much evidence to make it look as if it's a setup. You know, everybody got a role, and then they use CNN, you know, and then on the back end, whenever brothers start putting up videos, and I'm not sure if other brothers are experiencing these agents coming on your comment board, but what the hell, at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning was different guys who supposed to be Israelites coming on the comment board saying stuff about me when this wasn't about me. This video had nothing to do with GMS over House of Israel. It had nothing to do with any of that. But yeah, these guys still, which this is agents, but you had a few Israelites coming on there trying to make it into a personal beef between us and the House of Israel, when it never should have been that. But now I see the Most High provoking spirits, and now something's been revealed about it. You see? So learn from that. Now, like I said, I think these guys are not right. Talking about these dudes, they ain't right, okay? They ain't men of the Lord, and they've been set up. They rogue Israelites, man. They're rogue Israelites. The dude's got a dark countenance, in my opinion. Look at him. The dude got a dark countenance, man, okay? And obviously he's shaved. Look at his mustache. It's all chopped up. These dudes have a dark countenance, man. I don't fucking trust you. You are rogue Israelites. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 10. "To whom you forgive anything, I forgive also. For if I forgave anything to whom I forgave it, for your sakes forgave I it in the person of the Hamashiach, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." And he uses rogue, simple, stupid ass Israelites to go to the firing range like assholes, and then go and take your simple asses out there, right? And stand out there, you know, with all that controversy going on, so-called preaching the word, but then you make videos, you ain't bringing no scriptures out at all, no edification. You're false. These dudes are set up, man. They set up, man. Okay, this is 2 Corinthians 11 and 12. But what I do, that I will do, that I may cut off occasion from them which desire occasion, that wherein they glory, that they may be even as we, that they may be found even as we. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of the Hamashiach. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. And look at these dudes, dark countenance, talking about AR-15s and 40 cals out there. Then not even a month later, the same group is found at a rally on the news now, going all over the place. Which we know that Esau gonna use his news, his media to demonize. We know that. No big deal on that part. But you should have never had your stupid faces. And you're right. If you were serious men of the Lord, you would have never been filmed at a shooting range. You could have been at the shooting range. You can do whatever you want to do in your leisure time. But why would you put a video of it up? You're just not bright. You're not smart. Same niggas, man. Same shit. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers, we start at verse 14, and no marvel, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of the anointed, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. The Most High is gonna fuck you niggas up, man. Okay, because what you're doing is you're putting a negative light on the whole truth, and Esau was already gonna do that. We don't need help doing that, okay? And you niggas can say it's got to do with being jealous or this or that. Say whatever you want to say. I don't give a shit. You got caught out there. You look suspicious, okay? You look suspicious, and this guy is an actor, and you was in on it. That's the way it looks. Hey, if not, Esau just used the hell out of you. You got played. You got played. Either you in on it or you got played. Either way, you too damn stupid to be teaching. And Esau hires men. Luke 20 verse 20. And they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men, that they might take hold of his words, that so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. Are they not doing that? They keep dropping, you GMS guys, pedophiles. Your elders want to sleep with young girls, right? And then for some reason, this same dude and another brother recognized it. The brother Chariots or us recognized. He said, "Why did the dude keep making up new accounts and he got the same videos on his page?" That's how we know it's the same person. And for some reason, the dude thinks I'm fat. Where do you get that from? Dude, I'm not fat. I weigh 170 pounds. What the hell are you talking about? I whoop your fat ass. Your fat ass this. I don't understand that. Obviously agents. And they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men. These niggas are just dressing up. Let's play. They're not real brothers. That they might take hold of his words, so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. You see? And that's what the whole thing is about, to get us all accused, man. You know? So again, I mean, it's just too much. You know, as I was sitting there, I was putting together all the stuff in my mind, and I was like, you know, there's no coincidences in the truth. You know? And like I said, Esau quickly took down one version of my video, but if you see here, 47 minutes and 53 seconds, that's the length of the real video, and it's still up on Bible Teacher SC, but on Street Teacher SC04, the video is let me go to it. The video is only 44 minutes long. Now, anybody that upload videos, you know that usually when a video is flagged by YouTube itself, they normally, if you put that same video up, it's going to be flagged on all forums. But why is one version up on one channel and the other version is up on another channel? It's just too fishy, you know. And these agents just coming on the comment board, particularly monitoring my channels, which I know they monitor other brothers' channels too. It's just too much with all the evidence. This dude being an actor, these niggas here being at the firing range, then not even a month later, that same group, you know, shows up at the White House lawn or wherever the fuck it was, wherever in DC, you know, in DC, getting the whole truth demonized. So it's all a scheme of Esau, to put it in short. We're not fooled by it. You brothers be circumspect out there. I'm gonna read this scripture because I read it in the lesson last night, and it's basically a microcosm. It's showing you what this whole thing is about. Psalms 124:1. The Most High got our back in the end of it all. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. The Most High is gonna cover us when these devils, even when they try to use our own people to accuse us. Psalms 124:1. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the proud waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth, not in your damn weapons, you demons, you rogue Israelites. Okay? This whole shit is set up and it stinks to high hell. And as the apostles always tell us, keep your shit wired tight. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Enough respect to the brothers teaching the truth all over the earth. See you soon with another lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.